getting to face. Yeah. You know, sap. So guys, it's pretty cool. Popping up one more time. And then it feels cool being here one more time to get to talk to my guys. If you know that you're my guy, I got you. Greetings every single person over here gonna be joining, thinking of joining, considering of joining, concepting of joining. Well, guys, it's UF Graphics. It's your little boy. I beg, I'm them serious, but it's fine. So, guys, it's another moment to stream talk and then get to inspire, get to talk, get to actually inculcate knowledge because that's all we can only do and we will keep doing. So guys, that's by the way. If you're seeing me right now, it's afternoon here. I greet you. And then it's super cool popping up one more time as I said it out. But we got you guys, we got you guys. You want me to tell you that I don't got you? Obviously, I got all my guys. I got them. So, guys, today is actually gonna be precise. Yeah. No, to like it's gonna be straight. That's what I'm trying to say. And then we're going to try making it snappy. See, that's what they call it. Okay. So before now, okay, I haven't introduced myself. That's correct. So, guys, want to do that? Introduce ourselves because certainly we may be having new viewers, and then they are going to be wondering, what is this guy talking? Who is this guy? They're renovating. So, if we were to introduce ourselves, well, you have graphics. I don't know. But what you have graphics, you just use you have graphics CX. Can call us UF if you don't have strength to call it completely. And what we do on stream, just like you're watching, is teaching. Just like you're watching. And then when you say teaching, it's not just teaching, no, like teachings get height and level. Yes, you get that right. So our own teaching gets standard, like it get level. I'm trying to speak broken, guys, but that's true now. It get level. What we're actually teaching here is not usually taught in school. Like this year for school. School is not gonna be teaching that, and then there is no institution on the planet that is going to be teaching you every single thing that we're teaching here. So that's why our live stream is more like exceptional. What we mean exceptional? I'm not trying to play, but I'm serious. Like our streams here are exceptional. It's not like often what you see. It's something very unique, very authentic, like very supreme, guys. So that's just it. And then if you've ever watched our live stream, you should be testifying like it's always cool. And then we always got every single person, like regardless of your country, we got you guys. So guys, I'm UF Graphics. I just introduced myself a few minutes ago, and then I just started my stream just like you'll see me. And then what I often do is to communicate, is to inspire. So if you're watching at me right now, you're going to live inspired. I'm serious, I'm laughing, but that's true. So there's something on our thumbnail very very profound. Then I guess we just dive in because we got no time, guys. We got no time. So that's more like on the thumbnail, and that's actually what we're going to be elaborating on, talking about every single thing that you're going to see or see. It's dependent on it, and then trust me, it's going to worth your time. So what's that like? What's that? That's actually what we have on our thumbnail that says something like, think like the person you want to become. See, like, you people should calm down. Today's session stream is going to be exceptional. We're not going to speak too much grammar. We'll try making it snappy and then interesting. We don't have cookies today to share, so you guys are going to be learning without cookies. So when we say the talk today is more like think like the person you want to become. It's not as if we want to motivate you. We don't want to motivate you. We want to tell you life reality, factual truths, hard truths. That's what we're gonna be telling you. So don't think that I'm trying to motivate. I'm not gonna motivate anybody. So when we say think like the person you want to become, what do we want to communicate? That should be the question. Think like the person you want to become. That's to tell us that actually thinking is like thinking the facts. Yes, we can be two in a room and then something gets to happen. This like something can occur, and both of us, our mindset may be different. Now let me show you a practical example of what I'm trying to say. I can be sitting here with my friend and then something happened. Okay, now let me say two students failed exam. I guess the example will be profound. Two students failed exam, and then one sees it as a challenge to study hard. The other sees it as he or she is a failure, that he or she cannot pass. Have you seen the same circumstance, the same environment, different mindsets? So I'm trying to turn it to what I'm talking about. That mindset differs, thinking differs. So and think when we're talking about think like the person you want to become, we're not talking to young people alone. No, it varies. Like even old people, grand people should come and learn, because you know what I actually got is that talking about knowledge, talking about inspiration, all these things that we're talking, it's not exceptional for only young people. Because when we talk about knowledge is not it doesn't have to do with your body size. Your body size got nothing to do with knowledge, because what you know, you're navigating in life, you're succeeding in life is dependent on your knowledge. So there is everything they say that you can be very huge and you have muscles, and then you're not like you're not even being intelligent, like you don't have knowledge. Because if you're not informed, you're going to be disformed. Such is life. So life is not even interested in your fine face. This is hard truth. Sorry if I may be sounding harsh, but that's true. So what I'm trying to say, think like the person you want to become, and then it will be very interesting to know that young people are still watching me, so that they are going to actually get what I'm trying to say, because we actually prioritize them. We don't want more young people to be stuck and confused, and that's why, and that's the essence of our live streams, trying to teach them, pack them with knowledge. This is our way of helping. Have you seen? So when we say think, am I shouting? Hey, my head is hurting, guys. Hey. I guess I was fast. Calm down, bro. Calm down. So when I say think like the person you want to become, that means before we become anything, it's affect our thinking. You know, it's very, very, very uncomfortable to say that most people, before they become rich, they have already start thinking like rich people. You cannot get into any reality that you did not assess, like you did not plan for. This is it. I cannot just see myself becoming rich or becoming successful without ever seeing myself becoming successful in my mind. It doesn't work that way. Getting into any reality, getting anything, as first you have to conceive it in your mind. Your mindset is going to collaborate, is going to agree with you to that existence, to that or reality that you want to catch up with, and then you work towards it by creating milestones and all of that, and then you get into the reality. So you're not just going to wake up one morning and then you see yourself living in a big house. Sorry, I'm laughing, but that's true. You're not going to wake up one morning, see yourself living in a big mansion. You have to conceive the idea. You have to see yourself in that position. You have to see yourself, yes, actually I can get this. Do you imagine? Because most at times our limitations does not have war. Most people's prison is their mindsets. Most people prison is the way they think, the way they see themselves. Obviously, so that's to tell you that one can actually limit his or herself. You can be a limitation to yourself. This is true. How you think affects this said our mind is where earth-shaking ideas are born, and then how we think, like we become like. That's to tell us that most of our realities, or most of the things that we get to achieve, or any heights we get to, it's actually conceived, like we actually conceived it. Do you wonder why they say you need to picture the future that you want to feature in? That's to say that before you get to any future, you're going to picture it. That means there is such thing called mental sites. Like your mental has sides. That's true. My God, I may be sounding awkward. Okay, subscribe for a big streamer. I'm pasting something on my screen. Subscribe for a big streamer. Subscribe for a big streamer. Subscribe for no subscribe to get my cookies. I fit share cookies though to get my cookies, to get my cookies, to get my cookies, get my cookies. But that's true. If you share cookies, guys, my God, guy, getting my cookies, getting my cookies. Yes. Yes, let me just paste it. I'm done with that. Yeah, subscribe to get my cookies. So guys, we're going to share cookies. I mean it, trust me. I did dash cookies. I will dash cookies today. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I said before we get into, sorry, something fell. I have to pick it because this helps my talking. So before we get into any reality, before we collaborate or more like find ourselves into any existence or any achievement, we have first of all conceived it. We have first of all thought about it. Like yes, it must done to our mind. Like we must see it as yes, we can get this, we can do it, because there is something called subconscious mind. When your mind align with it, like when what you want to get and the achievements you want to get align with your subconscious mind, it now reflects by your actions. Have you seen? So this is why many people limit themselves, because if you're always thinking that you're limited, you cannot get this, you don't see yourself, you're not successful. Like if you're always underestimating yourself, when it finally aligns with your subconscious mind, it's a big problem, because that's a kind of a permanent mark to yourself that you cannot do something. And then anytime you attempt doing it, your mind will be the one telling you that bro, you cannot do it, because you have actually conceived that idea a long time ago, and then it sinks to your subconscious mind, and then obviously yes, it's now more like your life. You cannot do it because that's the way you've been thinking about yourself. So this how, and that's the way people get to limit themselves. So when we say think like the person you want to become, is a thing that before we get to anything, we must actually think about it. We must conceive it. We must plan it. Because if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Planning is very, very essential in getting anything, because that's a more definition of planning is a better way of getting something done. So if you don't actually plan in anything, obviously you're planning to fail with the leaks. This is it. So when we say the mindset is your battleground, mind you, our thumbnail was talking about thinking like the person you want to become. If you're just joining now, I guess I should give you a good landing. So when we say what's it called? There is such thing called battleground in the mindset. That's when your mind is debating. That's when your mind is arguing. That's when your mind is actually figuring out the best alternative, or more like the best option, or more like the best action to take. Yes, because your mind can be a battlefield debating on the best things to do, debating on which idea, debating on the path to take. There's such a thing called mind battle. Obviously, so it's actually happening in the mind, and then that's when you're actually assessing things, checking, counterbalancing, thinking on how to go about things. It do happens, and then that's part of thinking. Oh, we have first thing again. Sorry, who do you see yourself when you close your eyes? Let me close my eyes. Am I seeing anything? Was saying, who do you see yourself like when you close your eyes, it's really happen. Like it's a magic. It's more like magical. I don't know. If you just close your eyes and then think about who you want to become, it sounds a signal. I don't just know. Like it feels somehow like it has a different atmosphere. I don't just know, but most times it's helpful, guys. Like I mean it. Yeah. Your identity comes before your results. Your identity comes before your results. That's to tell us that we cannot get better if we have not become better. Because our success, whatever we're achieving, is dependent on who we are becoming. Life follows value. Life rewards value. If we're not valuable, if we cannot render service, if we cannot solve problem, how can we earn? Like, how are we going to be living better? No, it doesn't work that way. So, identity comes before results. That's to tell us that ourselves, the greatest investments that we can make is ourselves. Ourselves has the best and the most profitable return of investments. Yes, you can invest in business, you can invest in things, but don't neglect the aspects of investing in yourself, because that's the best investment so far. Self-investment. I watched something a couple of months ago. Someone was interviewed and was like asking, what's your biggest regret in life? The person was like, I didn't invest in myself. I was just looking at the person. I said, wow, this is actually interesting. The person was so preoccupied that he or she did not invest in himself. At that stage, it was a problem because he was actually regretting why he did not invest in himself. And this is more like the problem that we often see in our areas. People are too tight, getting to a lot of things, neglecting the aspect of self-investment. And let me still remind you, any results that you're going to be getting tomorrow is dependent, and it depends on the level of your stuff, yourself, or the stature, or more like this, your status. Like, oh my god, yourself is your earning. That's true. Yourself. If you're better, if you live better, if you know better, you live better. It's not just a word. Living better depends on you knowing better. So the same thing goes applicable to financial aspects. If you're much valuable, people will pay you more, because life rewards value, creativity, innovations, people that can solve problems. So it's not actually going to be even be depending on your fine face. It's funny. Life does not reward the most beautiful people. I've seen beautiful people that are very stuck. I guess you have seen so. So it doesn't depend on how beautiful you are. It depends on what you can offer. Because take a look at it. I bought this cap because it will serve my purpose. If it will not serve any purpose, I will not purchase it. I I can get to purchase any goods because I feel it can satisfy my wants. And if such goods cannot satisfy my wants, I won't purchase it. The same thing goes applicable to human beings. People pay you because they feel that you can solve their problem, because they feel you can bring solution. And then if you cannot bring that solution, you're not going to be paid. Simple. We're like just commodities. If we're paid, it's because of the value we have. And then if you don't have that value, we're not going to be paid. This is how life works. And then I guess young people should get to know this better, because it will save them a lot of stress. You don't chase upload, you become valuable. Upload will chase you. This is life. So guys, I still have few things. Oh, okay. Think in terms of value, not status. Think, shit, here is hot. Think in terms of value, not status. That's to say that in everything you do, consider being valuable. Like that's it. Consider being valuable, because if you're actually valuable, it creates room for other things. Like it gives access. Now let's take a look at it. Even if you have good certificate and all of that, it can only take you to the top. And then if you lack the abilities or more like the skills to sustain it, you will still come back. Like some people do say that it's easy to go up than to remain up. That is very true. Anything can take you up, but it takes a lot to remain up. Even when you happen to be up and then you don't have the necessary skills, knowledge to sustain your upness or to still remain up, bro, you're going to come down. So life is all about intentionality. People are not, we don't praise people because of their beautiful body. We praise people because they lived intentionally. Life is all about being intentional whatever you're doing. Have you seen borrow the thinking of great people? Guy, here is hot. Okay, borrow the thinking of great people. What are we trying to say? Can one borrow some people's thinking? Absolutely yes. When we say borrow the thinking of great people, that's tell us at first great people has a different way of thinking. They have a different way altogether. They used to think and then they used to execute things. And that's what differentiates successful people or more like rich people from poor people, because their mindset is not the same. Their mindset is absolutely different. Successful people think differently. Unsuccessful people think differently. Like it's just a difference of mindset. That means when unsuccessful people, when somebody that is not successful borrows the mindset of successful people, there is every possibility that the person will be successful. Let me break it down. This say think like the person you want to become. That means you're not going to be underestimating yourself. You're always going to be thinking high, like trying to picture things, trying to assume that you're already getting things. That's the best way to live. Like when you can, this is anything you think like, anything you can conceive, you can become. Anything your mind, anything you convince your mind that you can get, there is every tendency that you are going to get it, because you have convinced your mind, and then your mind is going to collaborate with your body, with your actions to get that, because they are going to collide and then they are going to agree, because you've convinced the mind that you can get this, and then the mind is going to help you to get that. That's why I said mindset is everything. It can limit you, it can limit growth, it can also expand or more like make growth. Have you seen? So we shouldn't always underestimate ourselves because it has a great effect on our lives. So guys, I think I have few things here to still point out. Make decisions as your future self. So you're not just going to be thinking like a small person. Make decision just the way your future self will make one. Now let me say I'm still a student. I'm just a student. Okay, let me just say my future self. I want my future self to have a Lamborghini. I'm just giving an example. And then I want my future self to have a Lamborghini. And then I'm just going to be thinking like that. Like that, I'm trying to say. You're going to think and act like your future self, the way your future self will act, the way your future self will behave. That means if I'm conceiving that idea, it's going to start affecting me now. I'm going to start narrowing my path. Some certain things, I'm going to take some certain things off from my life. I'm not going to give myself a lot of things because I know where I'm going. I've actually chosen my path. I've taken my track. I know the things I have to avoid in order to get there. So that's what's picturing and then trying to get something can help you do. And that's more like having a direction, because without direction, every single thing seems and looks attractive. And then if you pursue every single thing, you're going to end up with nothing. This is how life works. And then you're going to know what you want and then know what it takes to get what you want. That's factual. Guys, I don't want to spend much time. I'm running. Make decisions as your, yeah, I've said that. Your environment shape your becoming. Sounding painful. Your environment, it's possible of shaping who you're becoming. Wow. That's funny, guy. Wait. That should tell you, wait. The place you live, the people you associate it, the people you often convert with, the kind of things you watch, because they say who you listen to every day has a great effect, maybe unknowingly to you. Yes, because if you stay with somebody every single day, every single time, you converse, they said you should be mindful of the conversation you accept to your space daily, because conversations has power. If it's negative, it will affect your mind, it will corrupt your mind. That's to tell us that friends can only do two things: either they destroy you or they help you. It's very certain, proven. Your friends can either help you grow or they will help you fall. So I guess I'm not going to be throwing a lot of emphasis there. You should know better then. If you keep positive friends, if your environment is positive, like if you get to associate, because when we talk about environment, it doesn't have to do with like it doesn't just have to do with the building. Environment doesn't have to do with the building. It has a great like it actually relates to things around, people around, things you kind of like, things you get yourself engaged in, and then all of that. It's varies, like it's round. It relates to all of these things. So it's not actually pointing or focusing on the building. It is also things around. So this is just how it works. And then I guess, yeah, this stream is going to be lasting for 30 minutes. Okay, stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel ready. What's your problem now? Stop waiting to feel ready, because you may never feel. Funny. If you keep waiting to feel ready, you may never feel. Factual. So you're going to take initiative ever before you feel ready. You're going to get started. You're going to conceive a lot of ideas. You're going to execute a lot of things. You're going to start up a lot of business, a lot of ideas. You're going to get them invented. Like you're going to bring them to life. Because if you keep waiting, there's no perfect time to start anything. Anytime you have, take it and make it perfect for you. Get to initiate things. Don't wait till when everything looks and then looks comfortable and all of that. Life doesn't happen by luck. Intentionality leaks. And then you don't achieve things by luck and all of that. It's real. You get, so more of the things you're going to get started, you are not going to be waiting, because most of times waiting can turn to wasting away important time. That's fact. Waiting at some point can be a wrong act to play or to observe. Waiting, because yeah, waiting is essential, but at some point it's wrong. So at some point it's going to like it's left for you to take it. It's less for you to start it. It's less for you to just get it started. Just get it started. That's it. Just get it started. My God, guys, set stream section is my God. So guys, the stream have elapsed. Our time is just up right now. Like shit. Most of my guys are not online. My God. And then I feel I'm going to be streaming tonight as well. Oh, and then I'll get to talk beta with the beta. Yeah, beta. I'll get to talk with them beta, and then we get to talk beta guys. live stream interactive. We get to interact just like usual. So, guys, at this point in time, we're really backing off right now. Our time is 30 minutes. Sorry, our time is 30 minutes, and then we just exhausted the live stream right now. And then it was cool. Like, it was giving. And then so many more. So, guys, a few hours from now, the stream is going to be let public, and then you're gonna be streaming that later. Okay, so we're really backing up right now. We'll get to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow. No. We're sticking to that. So streaming in the night, but not really teaching. Get into chats, get into convert, just with our guys, things of the nature, like things of that nature. And then that just like that just it. So, guys, we're really packing up right now. We'll get to see you guys tomorrow, getting to talk, getting to laugh, and then a lot of activities, guys. Tomorrow. Oh, okay. Backing up right now. You can get to subscribe. You can get to see us. Check our other social media handles: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. UF Graphics, all social media handles. I'll get to see you. That's you guys. So. We're really backing up right now. I'll get to see you tonight. Backing up, guys. Got you.